All right. Hey there, guys. We're rolling. How are things? Ah, boy. What is this? Monday night. So, Father's Day weekend's over. I hope all you fathers had a good Father's Day. I worked it at this madhouse lake, but it's all right, you know. Um, a lot of people, man. A lot of people. Ah, boy. I'm out here. I got a catfish rig set up. Figured I'd do a little catfishing. Figured I'd log on and see what's up with everybody. Man, it's moving quick, huh? It's a moving quick. Ah, boy. So the last, I think 4 or 5, I don't know, it's a blur. 4 or 5 days have just been so dark. They did something to me. Either spiritual or electronic, but it's been so dark, guys. I cannot explain it. Words, I can't find a word for it. It's just, I don't think hell could be any worse. Put it that way. I don't see hell being any worse. It was, and it is terrible. It's either spiritual or electronic. I don't know. I mean, it is what it is. I ain't looking for sympathy, guys, but yeah, yeah. So, but made it through the weekend. It was busy. It was busy. Couldn't couldn't hold out, and I went and got myself some whiskey, which I've got no business drinking. But what do you do? It is what it is. Um, I have argued with God so much, so much. I'm really mad at him, man. You know, you would think he'd give me a direction and say, "All right, Todd, do this." I'm there. I'm there. Whatever it be, Todd, you do this. No, he ignores me. He just ignores me. Yeah, what do you do, man? And he's God, right? You can't really. He just ignores me. Um, Again, I'm cool with whatever. If it has to be this darkness, it has to be suffering, whatever. But he kind of likes needs to direct me a little bit. We'll keep an ear for these. I put the bells on there, so if we get a hit, nice catch, good catfish. Been catching a lot of bass. I usually throw them all back, but my mom wanted to fillet, so I filleted some out for her. Yeah, I was thinking of busting myself this weekend. I really was. Um, you know, suicide. Yeah, absolutely. I want it out so bad. And then my mom, she's 82, and check this out. She's already lost two boys, man. She's already lost two boys. So it's me and my other brother Brian. I can't do that to her. I can't. I can't. Um, I gotta remember that. I gotta keep that in the forefront of my mind when it gets like that dark. You get what I'm saying? I got to like cement that in the forefront of my mind because, um, man, this world sucks, guys. It sucks, you know. And here I am sitting in California, right? Probably one of the lower paid people on the rung of workers and still live pretty darn good, right? There's probably people, I don't know, I don't get a whole lot of views, but, there might be people from other countries that, yeah, you know, they're wealthy, live probably equally to me, right? But it ain't about that, man. It ain't about that. Um, and Satan is the God of this world. He's the one who's been directing all this stuff. If Why did God allow that, man? He didn't want them up there. Kick them out down here. We don't want them. What the heck? I'm so mad at him, man. I'm so mad. It's just, I still don't know how to talk to my family about all this because it's coming down. Um, and I don't want them to get blindsided. I don't know how any of us are gonna deal with it. You know, I don't want to be like a Richie from Boston, go sell everything and buy gold, and it's coming, it's coming. Oh, for crying out loud! Yeah, it's coming. Right, it's coming. We know that, dude. I reckon he's all right. I shouldn't say that, man. It just big freaking deal. You're sitting on a couple $100 grand in gold. I don't know. It's anything's better than paper money they give it. Isn't that funny though? I mean, before electronic currency and all this stuff started coming out, and man, we were all complaining, trying to get rid of this fiat money. Now we're trying to hold on to it. Wait, wait, wait. We want to keep paper money. We don't care if it's fiat. We just want to keep it. Oh boy. Yeah, man. It's it just that powerless feeling that there's nothing I can do, man. There's nothing I can do. It's just so. It just I don't know. And then top of the loneliness, there's nobody really around me thinks about like me. And then the loneliness of like a woman, man, to cuddle a woman. That's never gonna happen again. You know. Yeah, it's kind of whining there. I mean, wah, I know, but yeah, that ain't never gonna happen again, man. It is what it is. Yeah, I reckon that's whining. Yeah, yeah, we'll let that one go. But I mean, I wouldn't do that to anybody when I got these freaking whacked out worms and creatures coming out of me. Oh, don't worry, babe. Happens every night. Ay, ay, ay. So these cats, these people in power, if you look into them, they don't like being human. They think God's creation is bad. That they can do better. They don't like being in the flesh. I kind of like being in the flesh. I mean, yes, it's man has its imperfections. We get overweight, our knees give out, we have bad breath. But we're still human. I like that. They don't like that, man. They don't like that. They reckon they can do better, right? Now, will that be the great deception? I mean, it's coming close. Everything is right around the corner. You can just feel it, can't you? You just feel it. It's right around the corner, man. That doesn't necessarily mean a week or a month from now, but yeah, it's right around the corner. Um, but yeah, yeah, in their writings and stuff, you could the post-human man, you know, singularity. They merge. That's their big thing is to merge. Everything needs to merge. Um, this big ego thing, and I get it. Yeah, you're not supposed to be ego. You don't want to think you're righteous or nothing. Yeah, I'm down with that, but no, I mean, I kind of want to be my own individual, you know? No, I don't want to merge. I do not want to merge. Um, I'm kind of happy the way God created me. Maybe there's a lot of improvement that needs to be done, and I doubt I'll get there. And I'm probably going to end up going to the bad place, and that's going to suck. But hey, it is what it is, man. Right? Um, it blows me away. People still think Trump is this stand-up dude for America. It blows me away. I was wondering if maybe this was just like internet stuff, but when I talk to people in person, they still think it. Like, oh my God. Oh my God. Ah, man, deception is strong. And here's the thing, when you're deceived, I mean, I'm sure I could be deceived right now, and I'm sure I am. I don't think God allows us to see everything. I don't think so. There's like the people who, the flat earth, the Mandela, and all that, which I'm down with both of those. Some people don't. Some people don't see it, right? Some people, um, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I mean, it's not a, I mean, I like the way Brother Theo on Plug 'em Channel says it. Well, it says it in the Bible, to the pure, all things are pure. So those little old ladies in church, they don't need to know about flat earth and baby sacrifices, and they don't need to know that stuff. You know, they're just uh, they're just serving the Lord. That's what they're doing, man. Rock on. That's cool. I don't know how to serve him because he won't talk to me. You know, I mean, I'm not expecting no verbal voice or nothing, but lay it on my heart or something, man. You know, give me a freaking direction and I'll go there. Nah, he ignores me. Him and I are at odds, guys. We are really at odds right now. I'm not liking him too much, and I reckon he doesn't like me too much. I guess that's just the way it is, huh? Mm. So yeah, we got through Father's Day weekend. It was hopping. So I work at a lake. Um, and gosh, it was crazy, crazy. Everybody gets plastered. You kind of have to. It's a balancing act, To some people, because people like to go to sleep early, and these people like to party, and yeah. So you just got to keep. And there's people everywhere, and I struggle with. I guess it's an anxiety. I guess you know what I mean. I can't be in heavy traffic or anything, but this is my job. I got to do it, so I do it. Um, but there's vehicles everywhere, people everywhere, and everybody's just plastered, man. You know, and I gotta keep going out there 2, 3 in the morning, man. Guys, we gotta wrap this up. We gotta wrap this up, man. You know, without getting in any fights, hopefully, or having to call the police. Actually, it hadn't been, lately, it hasn't been 3 in the morning. I've been able to get them around 1. Just tell them, guys, man, come on, it's after midnight, man. Wrap this. You still party, but just keep it quiet, right? Just quiet. Party, but keep it quiet. It was a good crowd here this weekend. I got lucky, so because I don't think I could have took. Sometimes, man, you get some people who are. What is that saying? My thing's giving me a notification. Yeah, sometimes you get some cats that, man, they want to fight. I'm not here to fight. I got to tell you, you got to be quiet, right? But what scares me more than the people? You're walking into people's campsites when it's dark. What scares me more than the people is their dogs. think about it, man. You walk in there, and I do. I shine a light when I'm coming in, you know. But yeah, them dogs are protective. You're coming into that little space. Boom. Hasn't happened yet, but that's what I worry about more than people. Um, Ay, ay, ay. So have you guys talked to your family members, and what did you say? I mean, what do you say? Did you say, I mean, is there some way to direct them, something? You know what I mean? I think in about a month I'm gonna go down to see my boys, and then I want to see my nephews, and I mean, gotta lay it out. I mean, we live in a biblical world, man. The Bible is correct, and Satan is God of this world. And I don't like that, man. Wasn't my plan. I'm not the one who said, "Yeah, you could be God of this world." I didn't do that. It is what it is. He's the God of this world, right? Um, so how do you lay that out to him? You know, how do you tell him, man? I mean, yeah, yeah, you know, you keep working and you keep saving. It's because it could go another 20 years. I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. I think by 2030 it'd be a wrap, just like they said, right? You know, 2030. I really doubt it, and it's moving so quick. But yeah, yeah. So you still work, save, retirement, all that. But you gotta know, man. You gotta know. How you tell folks? I mean, how you tell your loved ones? You know, how you tell them, man? We were born into this deception. We were born into it. You know, there's a veil. There's a veil across everybody's eyes, and it truly is. There's a veil, man. They can't see. They cannot see. And my average fellows around me out here, you know, anywhere, even in AA, they don't see it. They do not see it. It's a trip, man. I mean, I love them. They're not bad people, but they don't see it. Frustrating. Um, yeah, man. I think it's getting close, man. They're gonna start pulling some big moves, is what they're gonna do. Um, you know, the whole COVID thing. That sure gave them a lot of information on which AI was probably running that whole thing. I think AI has been doing a lot. Way, way, way. You know, they're always 20 years, like 20, 50 years ahead of us, right? And what they give us, right? Um, so, yeah, I think the whole COVID thing, you know, and then you have the quantum computing. So they're able to take all that information in real time and then come out with another thing, right? They could do all that quick, man. I forget what it's called, swarm learning or whatever. It's just nuts. It's nuts, man. How quick they could, um, and that's what they admit. So good Lord knows what they have that they don't admit. I think they're doing something to me, guys. It has been terrible, freaking terrible, man. I mean, freaking terrible. Oh man, I would have done anything just to get out of it. Well, what I did is I got some whiskey. I can't even say that helped. It really didn't. But oh, excuse my language, man. Hmm. The stars are pretty tonight, though. Um, yeah. So I've got to talk to him. I've got to sit him down and talk to him, and Gon's Face Like the Sun. He's done some excellent work. His older videos, like that three-part series, those would be good for turning people on to see. I think. I know they're good for me. Um, I guess it's the Father who draws us to him, right? So I don't know, man. I just think that I mean it's getting. I got to start pulling the trigger and getting this stuff done. At least try. But I don't want to make mistake attempts. You know what I mean? Because how many attempts do you get? How many attempts do you get? Especially when it's something that deep. You know, especially when it's something that deep. Now I do suppose there's a ways to go because they're exposing themselves. You could totally see it. You could totally see it. They're exposing themselves. The whole Epstein, yada yada yada. You know, Trump is over the top buffoon, wicked, greedy. Over the top. They want it that way. He's an actor. So we hate government. So when the Antichrist comes in, we're gonna love him, and he's gonna rock. I bet you. I'll bet you. He's gonna rock, man. You know, everybody's gonna go hoorah. You know, first world country, third world country, everybody. We're all gonna go. Yeah, this guy rocks. But he won't. He won't. You know. Paul tells us, man, the bad guy comes first. And I believe that. I believe that. What do you guys think about Enoch and Jasher? I mean, I haven't studied either one of those books. I mean, a little bit. But Jasher 4:18, man, I tell you, it speaks of mixing the DNA of people, animals, fishes, angels, right? So what they're trying to say is no, that was a forgery. It was a forgery book from the 1800s or something, right? Okay, well, man, I'm almost 60. When I was a child, that would have been science fiction stuff to me, right? 1800s, come on. They would have never thought of that, right? I don't think so, guys. I don't think so. No. I don't know if it's a legitimate book or not. I just know Jasher 4:18 speaks of mixing the DNA, provoking the Lord, you know, provoking the Lord, and that's where the flood came from. As does Enoch. And again, none of that is the salvation. The only thing that matters is Jesus Christ. And I'm mad at him, darn it. I am. I'm mad at him. Um, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I shouldn't be mad at him at all. I mean, but I am. All right. So what else we got? What else do we got? Haven't been much going on. They kind of just been kind of piddling around with their same old psyops, right? I mean, I don't think we'll have another presidential election. I think that was the last one. I think so. I don't know if it'll be Trump again in there or whatever, but I think that was our last presidential election. Anybody in Congress? No. No, we ain't got nobody in Congress everybody has sold their soul. Everybody. I mean, if they're in there and they're not speaking up, going, crying out loud, they're spraying the skies nonstop. What's up with that? You know? What's up with that, man? They've all sold their soul. I think state level too, and I reckon most local, they've sold their soul. You know, and you know, they're rewarded for it. You know, that's where the Masonic Brotherhood came in. Perfect. Satan had a perfect plan, really. Gosh, he had a perfect plan. And he had to take it ever so slowly, didn't he? He had to take it ever so slowly. Um, I'm still guilty of listening to a lot of music I have no business listening to. Um, Even though it's not the out and out satanic music, but we know they are against our God. We know. Like the Eagles. I mean, I love the Eagles. Led Zeppelin. Gosh, that was my favorite band ever. Um, we know they're against our God, right? Um, but I can't seem to get into kind of Christian music. I can't seem to. I don't know. Charlie Daniels did some good gospel, and I think he truly did turn to the Lord. I think he did. He didn't come out with anything of behind the scenes stuff, but I do think he really did. I pray he did, right? Pray he did. But he did come out with some good gospel. Check out Charlie Daniels' The Door. It's a good album. Uh, you just YouTube it, Charlie Daniels' The Door. It's good stuff. All right, guys. I just figure quick check in, man. It's been rough. Rough. Again, I ain't expecting no freaking sympathy, man. I know people are starving right now. People are being tortured right now. It's just, man, I ain't expecting no sympathy. I'm just saying it's been rough. Just keep rocking, Gotta just keep rocking. Mm. He says he got a plan, man. He's gonna, and I believe that. He's gonna make it all right. He's gonna make it all right. But he's our only hope. I mean, I don't understand how people really think mankind can save themselves. People really thinking mankind is going to save themselves. Good luck with that, man. Good luck with that. Oh, boy. No, we need a Savior. And that's Jesus Christ, right? And that is our only hope. Because there is no other hope in this world. All right, guys. Pray all's well. Love y'all, man.